So I'm going to use a file comparison tool called File Merge in order to check the differences between the two files so we can see easily what changes have been made. And if you're not familiar with what a file comparison tool is, you can reference one of the videos earlier on in this collection where we talk about some different options for different operating systems. So I'm going to jump back to the resource pack directory, and I'm going to open up File Merge. And on the left-hand side, I want to open up my old file. So that, again, is in the Forms and Sessions folder, and it's the 7th step here. So I'm going to drag that over to the left-hand side, and we're going to compare that with the 4th step in the MySQL Databases and PHP MyAdmin folder. So I'm going to drag that over to the right-hand side, and then click Compare. So you can see we have 4 differences between these two files. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we scroll down, you'll see that there's just those 4. All the other code is the same. So if we take a look at these one by one, first we have this comment that says you can use session variables, which is removed in our new file. That's because this was just identifying a new part of our script at the time that now we're way more familiar with. Also, we included a new line in the new file, which uses an include and pulls in the database.php file, which we didn't have before. The second difference is that we have another comment here that tells us a little bit more about what this notices variable is, which has been removed. And then the meat of our changes occurs right here and right here. The first is that in our original file, we used an array to store usernames and passwords, which we're not doing in the new file. So you see here that there's a whole chunk that doesn't exist in our new script. The second difference, if we scroll down, we can align these up a little better, is that when we went to validate the username and password, originally what we did was loop through the array and compare each item in the array with our post variables. In our new script, what we're doing is using a MySQL query in order to check the username and password against entries in the people table. And then if there's a match, we're doing the same thing as the original file where we set the session username to the name of the user, this time in the database rather than the username in the array. Now this query is a little bit difficult to read here because there's no syntax highlighting, so let's jump to our editor and look at it there.